Hi friends, I am Dr. Arun B. Nair, consultant psychiatrist. Many people often complain about lack of concentration, especially during these days when the news about the COVID pandemic is spreading all over. So, how to keep ourselves focused so that we are capable of reading our subjects properly during these days of distress? There are umpteen number of ways to improve our concentration, but I shall touch upon a simple method during this video. And this method is known as mindfulness. Mindfulness means moment to moment, non judgmental awareness of the present. After detaching yourself from all your past experiences, emotions, events, and concerns about the future. It simply means living in the present or living in the present moment. Easier said than done. Because there are two things which distract each and every human being. Number one is whatever has happened in the past, some unpleasant experience of the past, some fight we had with somebody in the past, some humiliating experience we had to go through in the past. Reminiscences of all these experiences may be intruding into our awareness every now and then, and we may feel very distressed. Our concerns about the future, how we are going to fare in the exam. Will I crack the exam at the first time itself? Will I lose my face in front of my relatives if I don't? These concerns also disturb you very much. So, mindfulness is a method to detach yourself from both these and to live in the present moment. Mindfulness is actually a relaxation method which has been adapted from the Zen Buddhist traditions, but it has been tried and tested in medical sectors also all over the world, including top universities. I am going to discuss a simple exercise which will help to keep you relaxed as well as improve your concentration. This is known as mindful breathing. So, mindful breathing means just breathing normally, becoming aware of your breath, and just enjoy the process of breathing. So, what should you do to do this mindful breathing? The first step is sit comfortably in a chair, lean back in the chair, and close your eyes. Keep your left palm over your chest and your right palm over your abdomen. Sit straight so that your head, your neck, and spine is in a straight line. This will help to expand your lungs so that when you breathe, the air will fill at the lowest aspect of the lungs as well. Close your eyes and start breathing normally. No forced breathing, just normal breathing. And be aware of the flow of air through the nostrils. Just enjoy the flow of air as it moves, enters through the nose, goes through the nostrils, goes down through the throat, and fills the lungs in the chest. Enjoy the flow of air from the lungs as it comes up through the throat, out through the nose. Just be aware of the flow of the normal breath. Don't force anything. When you inhale, when the air is filling your lungs, you can feel a small, minute vibration in your left palm, which is stationed over your chest. When your stomach is moving forwards and backwards, you can feel that movement in your right palm, which is above your abdomen. Just be aware of your normal breathing again. Every time your mind is getting distracted to something else, it is possible because as human beings, we tend to become distracted. Every time another thought is intruding into your mind, consciously bring back your thought to the breathing. Every time you're distracted by any small sound in the periphery, bring your attention back to the breathing immediately. So let the mind be distracted, let thoughts intrude, let sounds distract you, but just don't go after those thoughts. Just don't get carried away by those sounds. Every moment you are getting distracted, immediately bring your attention back to the breathing and continue to focus on your breathing. Remain like this for 15 minutes continuously at a stretch. Ideally in the morning. If you're too busy in the morning, there is no harm in doing this in the evening as well. But it would be worthwhile if you can practice this before you sit down to start your studies. Maybe for the first 2 weeks, it's going to be really difficult. The moment you close your eyes, thoughts may be intruding into your mind. The moment you try to focus on your breathing, sounds may distract you. But just bring your attention back to the breathing. Continue to focus on the flow of air and sit like that for 15 minutes continuously. Practice it regularly at the same time every day. After 2 weeks, you can notice changes in your mind. You will be able to focus better. Even though thoughts are intruding into your mind, it doesn't distract you anymore because you're easily able to bring your attention back to the breathing. The sounds in the periphery don't distract you anymore because even if you are getting distracted, immediately your awareness comes back to breathing. So do that. After 2 weeks, you'll be able to focus better. After 3 weeks, perfect focus will be there if you practice it every day. So after that, thoughts will stop intruding into your awareness when you're breathing. Sounds will not touch your awareness when you're breathing. Your focus would be perfect. And after practicing this mindfulness, when you sit down and read, continuous focus of attention is possible. Nothing distracts you. You are present, you are living in the present, you are enjoying the process of your reading, and you are not bothered about your past or your present. So this is mindfulness or mindful breathing for you. It's just a very small part of mindfulness, but this would be good to start with. Remember, every human being is thinking about oneself for most part of the day. But there are two different ways in which you can think about yourself. Number one is what is known as narrative self-referential thinking. So in narrative self-referential thinking, you are narrating each and every incident you have experienced and you are qualifying those experiences as good or bad. For example, you miss your regular bus in the morning. It just left by the time you reach the station. You amplify the significance of that situation by uttering a curse. Oh, what a damn day. I missed the bus. So missing the bus is a very small incident in your life. Why do you want to amplify its significance by generalizing it, by thinking that your day is doomed, by harboring too much negativity in your mind? So this is what is known as narrative self-referential thinking. The second type of self-referential thinking is known as experiential self-referential thinking. Here you don't get perturbed, you don't get disturbed by anything, you just become aware of every situation. Even if you miss the bus, you tell to yourself, okay, I've missed my usual bus, but that is not the end of the world. Now I have more options to explore. I can walk to the office, I can wait for another bus, I can catch an auto rickshaw, I can ask for a lift. So many options are there. So be aware of that situation, explore the possible options, and select the best possible option there. That is experiential self-referential thinking. So the practice of mindfulness is a journey from narrative self-referential thinking to experiential self-referential thinking. Once you achieve that, you're no longer disturbed by your past, you're no longer bothered by your future, you are present, you are living in the present, and you put up your best effort to do what you want to do in the present. So, dear friends, practice this mindful breathing just before you sit down to study. It will make you relaxed and it will improve your concentration as well. Thank you very much.